I'm Diana Felzone, and this is 4 for 4 Tech, where we talk about 4 Titanic-sized tech topics in only 4 minutes. Yeah, alliteration. Mark Zuckerberg may have won the title for Father of the Year last week, but now could be the man of the decade with his latest terrible announcement. Jen, is Mark Zuckerberg trying to outdo Bill Gates?
He has just outdid Bill Gates, actually. He's decided to celebrate his daughter, Max. He's going to donate 99% of his Facebook stock holdings, which equates to about $45 billion. Yeah, and his wife and him are going to create a foundation, and this is above what the Bill Gates and Melinda Foundation is for $41 billion.
So, I mean, talk about Giving Tuesday. I mean, this is just amazing. I mean, it's really raised the bar for charitable giving, and kind of, you know, the big question is like, oh, how much money do we really need to live off? But he's going to do amazing things with this stuff probably around disease, education. I think it's an amazing step forward.
To Jen's point, a very generous gift, giving away 99% of your fortune in celebration of your daughter. Everyone excited except for the daughter.
Exactly.
When she turns 18 and realizes she has no money, she's not going to be happy. But I hope this does, in all seriousness, does set a precedent in Silicon Valley and more trends to do more philanthropic deeds. If he can set that example, more power to him.
And what's great about these foundations, too, unlike things like the United Nations and other organizations, there's no bureaucracy, there's no red tape. It goes directly to where they want to give the money to. An alarming toy maker hack exposes kids' data. James, what does the security breach mean, and should parents be nervous?
I mean, could this have happened at a worse time of year? VTech, a specialist in electronic toys, has basically said that, yeah, you know, one of their online portals has been hacked, and, you know, 5 million customer account details have been exposed. Reportedly, this could even be 200,000 kids' data, or more than 200,000 kids' data exposed. It raises a big question, you know, when you're putting your kids' details into systems like this, kind of how accurate do you have to be with the information that you're relaying? I mean, do you need to maybe make changes in their birth date and stuff like that? Basically, it's not just about your data now, it's about your kids.
Yeah.
And it's not just about an adult computer or a kid's computer. If it turns on, it has a switch and it's connected to the internet, it has the opportunity to be hacked. And I think the scary reality here, too, as we head into holiday, we start to see other products like the Wi-Fi connected Hello Barbie, which is awesome. But at the same time, does that lead to opportunity for more things like this? It's very scary.
Jen?
I've always thought everyone was a conspiracy theorist who came in and said regular everyday items could be hacked. But this is the first time, actually, that I'm a little bit worried about this because it infiltrated their actual system where these children's names and information were held.
The hacker that they found did this, is responsible for it, did say that he will not be releasing any of that data. So that's a holiday miracle, perhaps. Enrique Iglesias may run and hide, but many people are excited about Amazon drone delivery prototypes. Katie, what's the scoop? Do you dig them? I hope people get that song reference.
I totally dig him, and Enrique Iglesias, yes. But, I mean, how awesome is it that we used to think Amazon Prime was amazing to deliver in 2 days? Now you can have your stuff in 30 minutes land in your backyard.
So weird.
Great part about this is we're starting to see a number of prototypes being released by Amazon, and this could be in the very near future.
Yes, very near.
I think it's great. The technology is clearly there, but the big question is, like, are there regulations in place to let us do this? You know, and how is it going to pan out? I think there's a big responsibility on the FAA to basically step up to where Amazon is at with these developments and basically make this happen.
The sneak peek Amazon gave seemed to be based more in Europe than the U.S., and they only were given clearance to test it in the U.S. earlier this year. So I think it's going to be a little while, but I do think it's the future and awesome.
I wonder if we're going to have to sign off on this. Like, I allow drone deliveries to my residents. Because imagine if you're getting, like, courtesy drones just showing up on your... It could go that way when you really think about it.
I want to sign for your drone package.
Yes.
I think you have to have a little mat on your lawn for it to come down and
imagine the future where they're like, Mom, the drone's here. Can I get it? Oh, this world. A man sues Apple after a retail employee deletes years' worth of photos. Jen, what's the deal with this story?
So a guy in the UK, a 68-year-old man, went into a store and had a problem with his phone, and they apparently didn't ask him if he backed up all of his photos, did a factory reset, lost apparently 15 years worth of photos, including from his honeymoon. He's suing Apple now for $7,500, and Apple is pushing back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, allegedly they didn't ask about the backup. I mean, who really knows? This, initially when I heard this, I was like, this is kind of a bit daft, but then I thought about it a bit more. I was like, you know what? This is my worst nightmare. So much of our lives is on our phones now that I would be absolutely devastated if something like this happened to me.
Right.
I don't know whether I would go after Apple.
I got 2 issues with this. Sir, the phone asks you about every 3 minutes to back up. I'm not buying it. The second issue is, Nobody's going to feel bad for you if you say you've lost some very important digital memories, like your honeymoon from an island that no one can pronounce. No one feels bad for you. Let's all move on.
The only thing is he's not suing for an astronomical amount of money. This is kind of
He's going to spend more in legal fees.
Well,
he's
of
asking
course.
for $7,500. Forget it.
Just go make the new memories, which he said he's going to use the $7,500 to take his wife on the honeymoon again. So,
No.
Now I know we think. Tell us what you think on Twitter using the hashtag 444Tech. I know, I'm very tossed up about that.
No one feels bad for you, sir.
I don't back up anything.